Hello, hi guys. This is day 82. Let me switch to it. Okay. Hi, this is day 82. Same thing. Let's get going and FUN-xercise 50 minutes. And let's talk about my day so far. Hopefully, you guys had a great one. Sunday, last day of the weekend, and tomorrow, yet a fresh new week of weekday. Hopefully, you guys are prepared for your work. I hope that I am also prepared doing some more work. And oh my god, this song is so mild.
A computer is an educational device.
This arcade song or something. It's very, very mild. Hi everyone. Hello. Thanks for the like, thanks for the comments, thanks for the love, thanks for the encouragement. Okay, thank you very much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. 감사합니다. terima kasih. 谢谢. 감사합니다. 多谢. Dankeschön, selamat, sawadee krap, kopun krap, obrigada, dankeschön, merci beaucoup. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Okay, good, the aircon is the lowest. Today I just called for aircon servicing, so tomorrow you can service because it's actually more than 6 months since I serviced, and I realized my aircon is not getting cold, despite washing the filter and stuff like that. So I suspect maybe inside might be stuck with the dirt or whatever, or maybe the coolant is running low. But aircon usually can last a few years, but because I use it every day, so yeah, you do have to service it more often. Typically they will tell you a few months. I was told sometimes 6 months is enough, but I signed up a package which is like $20 a unit, $20 a unit, and it's a yearly package for about every 4 months to service once. So I think that's okay, just to keep your air condition in tip-top shape. Because in Singapore, it's like certain months in the middle of the year, it's actually pretty warm. It can hit like 31, 32 degrees Celsius or higher. I remember a few years ago, Singapore was, I think, one of the coldest since 20 years, I think. Because in December or something, it was so cold. I've seen people like wear winter clothes, taking the train, because daytime temperature dropped to like 25, I think. 25, 26. That's almost like a night time. So at night it went even lower, like almost to 20, which is very, very rare in Singapore. So I think a few years ago something like that happened. And so that was like a bit out of the ordinary. Alright, let's go. Oops. Let me zoom in. Forgot to zoom in the title. Okay, this song by Nanobii. Nano, N-A-N-O-B-I-I. Nanobii. Okay, the title of the song is called Mermaid Princess. Maybe it is about Mermaid Princess or something. Anyway, let's go. Let's keep exercising. Don't give up. And this afternoon, I just made more keto salad with salmon, baked them, mixed vegetable, fresh salad. What else? I did make, I just used one chapati and put cheese over it and the salmon skin. So that's like my side dish. Something crispy, something cheesy, which I love. And of course, the big cake that I did the other day. So I took out one slice and put like some dark chocolate on it, melt it. So that's my dessert. So it's like a 3 course, so to speak, like a 3 course kind of meal. So I think it might be a little bit too much. Anyway, so this week, I didn't realize my weight kind of bounced around and almost feels like plateauing. And once it stays almost consistent, I mean, after the exercise, by the next day before my first meal of the day or one meal of the day, it can drop down to 103, 103.4, 0.5 around there. And then after lunch, it will like jump out another kg plus to almost 105 or more. And then so you just keep going up and down that, but consistently. So this week, I didn't really make a lot of big progress, because on the average per week, I could lose like 1 to 1.5 kg. So from last Sunday to this Sunday, I'm still about the same. So it's very likely that my body has plateaued, but also very likely that I've cooked quite a bit of my keto bread and stuff and be testing it. So I think the excess flour inside all these cakes I didn't eat the whole thing, of course. I mean, I eat really like less than a slice, like a quarter slice on some days, not every day. Maybe that might have maybe altered my diet plan drastically to cause me to to plateau actually. So we shall see. Okay, next week I think I have to stay off it. I'm meeting some ex-colleague because the ex-colleague of mine is leaving a farewell. So I have to be really careful because I'm intending to make some more cakes for them. So, and today I was like thinking, hey, let's do an ultimate test. Let's do a variation test. Like keto-friendly cakes. Some with butter, some with coconut oil, some with flour, some that's using different kind of flour. You know, some with egg, some without egg. Some use melted butter, some use coconut oil instead. Some with xanthan gum, some with maybe gelatin powder. So different variation. I might end up having to do over what, 20 different variations. And to me, it's like science and it's fun baking, so that I know how the different ingredients change the texture and compare it side by side. But on the hindsight, thinking like, oh my god, that's a lot of bread or cakes that I have to eat. I might really rethink how I'm gonna portion them. Maybe make really tiny portion just for tester, you know. So I just nibble a bit of everything and then just leave it for the next few days to finish it or something like that. So sometimes, yeah, when you deal with food, yeah, you're still experimenting with food, playing with the food. It does affect, of course, your diet plan and all this. That's why for the longest time I always wonder, how does all those chefs, you know, keep so, you know, so fit? Okay, I'm not saying all chefs. I'm saying those chefs that the body is still fit, but it's like, you know, they're still cooking and all this. Don't tell me maybe they don't eat at all. Maybe they're experimenting with the food and cooking the food and just tasting the food and that's enough. Maybe that's the case, I don't know. If you have friends who are chef, professional chef, or you're a chef, please share your story, how you keep fit and still able to test different food and still, you know, have your meal. Maybe you have high metabolic rate, so you're able to just burn off all the food and all the testing of food. So that's good for you. I know my body is not at that level yet. Still quite low in terms of metabolic rate, so I have to be very careful. Although now that I'm like learning to bake, learning to cook more variations of food, I don't want to eat in excess, which therefore will counter the effect of keto diet, counter the effect of like low carbs, low sugar kind of diet. Because I really am on this journey to literally have to lose weight because of the impact on my spine problem. So I have no choice. But I have to take maybe my food journey or experiment slightly a seat back. We shall see how. So I have to make more wise choices. I know these are very like menial kind of things in life, like you can just don't do it, right? Yeah, true, you can don't do it, but it's more like it's fun for me to learn to cook and bake different things. In a way, there's a certain accomplishment to it, and the way it's just fun, you know. It's like my way of having fun with things in my house, and I can still do the things I like. And you know, I might make something out of it, who knows? You know, like maybe build something out of it, share this knowledge with others, and hopefully others can, yeah, enjoy also cooking and baking and stuff like that. Anyway, so much about food. You're like losing weight and still talking about food. Again, hello, thank you everyone who likes or supporting. Thank you very much. Thanks. Arigatou gozaimasu. Honto arigatou. Kamsahamnida. So far, okay, this few music, okay, this is one of my favorite artists again, from Vietnam. It's called Ten Kitsune. I love his music because it's always like 8-bit, I won't say 8-bit, game-like music, Japanese inspired for sure. So I think he sampled a lot of Japanese anime or manga or something, because I can hear some sounds like from some anime show, I think. Although I'm not an anime fan or really watch them, but it does feels like it. So far, okay, 15 to 16 plus kilometers per hour. Burnt 27,080 calories. Traveled 849 kilometers over the past 82 days. So I guess that's good. I'm still burning. I'm still traveling, so to speak, stationary traveling. But yeah, like I said, I do weigh myself before and after an exercise, before and after a meal. So in a way, I'm tracking like how my body is progressing in terms of weight. But of course, more importantly, every few months you got to test your body composition to know your visceral fats inside your body and the amount of muscle that you may have gained. I don't know if I actually gained any. I don't feel like I've gained any muscle doing this because this is more like aerobics because I'm breathing a lot and it's like burning. It didn't feel like an aerobic kind of like muscle building exercises, strength training. So I haven't done that. I'm not at that stage. So next week, or is it the week after? I think it's the week after. Oh no, it's next week. 17. Today is 15, right? This Tuesday. Oh no, I almost forgot. So this Tuesday, I'm going to see my doctor and see what she recommends in terms of strength training. Maybe I might have to meet up with a physiotherapist again or something to come up with a plan. Yeah. Again, always track. I mean, if you're on any diet or any kind of like exercise regime, you've got to track your progress. Without regular tracking, you'll be not sure like what works, what don't work, and you'll give up. So yeah, you just got to be consistent and be determined about what you're doing. And you need to just track results. Without results, you won't know if it works or not. You'll be like just having fun. You'll be like, yay, let's do this diet. Oh, another diet, let's try another diet. Okay, let's give up, yay. It's like, then what are you doing? It's like, you're just having fun, not taking it seriously. Then don't blame others or you can't blame yourself because you're not taking it seriously to track. So very important, track your diet, track your blood test, track your body composition, and exercise of course. I'm not at the level like say of those people doing like muscle building, eating protein shakes and all. And that's one of those questions I do need to ask and clarify about. Should I try some kind of protein shake? How is that going to affect my body weight? And does that way of gaining muscle help in burning and therefore increase my metabolic rate and also strengthen my core strength? Increase my core strength to support my spine problem, the back. So yeah, question. Lots of questions. And has to be answered, has to be searched, has to be consulted with the professionals. Okay, what else? I was thinking of buying a fire extinguisher after recently. I think you guys know, right, that I posted last week what happened to my neighbor in the opposite block, housing block in Singapore. There was a fire and then their house was burned because they were charging a portable mobility device. I think it's those kind of e-scooter. So be it the battery or whatever caught fire and there are people who got hurt. Luckily no one died, but they got burnt or something like that. So what did I talk about that? Oh yeah, so that got me concerned like, oh shit, should a fire break out, be it in my house or other people's house that's near me? What can I do, Using a pail of water and splash may not be the answer. So getting I know the fire extinguisher that home has, sometimes it's not the gas type, it's the powder type, because I think it's more affordable and the powder type will help to extinguish most kind of electrical fires or something. Because water, right? Water does react with electricity. What if you get short-circuited, even worse? Or if there's oil fire that's based on oil-based kind of fire, you put water, it's going to splash. It's going to scorch even worse. So powder-based or gas-based might be better. But I think gas-based, the tank, if I'm wrong, has to be quite big because it takes up more space. If I'm not wrong, I'm not very sure. But when I did some research, it's like, most of them are probably powder-based. Some kind of special chemicals that will douse the flames. In the past, I did have a very small can. But I didn't use it for so long, it got expired. So I don't dare to risk it. Is the expiry going to affect the working of it? Maybe when in an emergency you want to use it, it just doesn't work. Then that's worse, right? So again, always check your house. I mean, I know this sounds a bit like nagging or parenthood kind of speech or something, but it's true. Coming from a background in being a combat medic, we always offer to check medicine, expiry, also food. I mean, you have to check your expiry for food, expiry for even things like this fire extinguisher, there's expiry. So no joke. If you don't check and just leave it there for 10, 20 years, it's expired. And when the time you need it and you go and eat it or you go and use it, it doesn't work, or worse, cause more harm. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So do check your expiry, guys. Back then I did like buy so much canned food. You know, back then before I was on all this diet, I had like canned food, and about 1/3 of the canned food I didn't finish eating, and all expired. So it's like super wasteful. So now I don't buy canned food. Although canned food, the reason why people buy canned food because it's cheap. I doubt it's really tastier. Seriously, there are actually fresh meat and fresh fruits or fresh vegetable that is really much more tastier than canned ones. Okay, canned ones has preservative, have other chemicals and coloring even. So if you don't believe, seriously, you got to just try fresh food cooked properly versus a canned one. You'll know the difference. You can really tell. Over time you'll be like, ugh, canned food is really quite disgusting. Again, people have it, or back then there's canned food industry wants to push more food out. Or maybe it's during the war time, people can't get fresh food and so no choice than eat canned food during war. But we're not at war now. And if you have supply to supermarket and you can cook it yourself, you can control what goes inside without all the additional chemicals and preservatives and coloring. So skip canned food altogether, seriously. I don't know, I think some people may argue that there are certain things you can't get fresh, obviously, because it's too expensive to really bring it in fresh, and maybe the shelf life is so short. When you leave the source of the food itself, right, it will have turned bad. So for example, okay, just off the top of my head, I can't really think anything that's really will turn bad. Maybe people will say luncheon meat and all this, but all these are processed meat. Again, back then I love processed meat. I mean, not that I love, but I don't care, I'll just eat processed meat. But now I'm very, very conscious about it. Again, God knows what kind of meat quality inside, and definitely all the preservatives and stuff that's inside, and chemicals to keep it have a long shelf life. You may think, seriously, eating all this will have impacted you, be it you're fat or thin or whatever. Processed food is just processed food. All the chemicals just not going to do good to your body. You know, years ago when I was staying with my parents, where there was a period I went back home and stayed with them and my brother as well. And my elder brother would actually literally scold me also, and he's a health freak. But he did have hypertension. I think maybe it's because his job, the pressure and stress. Anyway, he did warn me and all this, and he even tell me, he's like, don't eat stress, no canned food and stuff. I mean, my parents never said that because they are not brought up with the health mindset. My brother did, and so he did tell me, and I'm not very in good terms with him, so I didn't really listen. Maybe to a point that I was just being rebellious and just didn't want to listen. So now, years later, it's almost a joke, right? It's almost like a joke to me. It's like, slap myself, and it's like, hey, you should have listened back then. I didn't, you know, so there's certain consequence. I bore the consequence of my health and body. So now I woke up and it's like, no. Okay, no more canned food, no more processed food. Be it because I listened to him, or be it because I listened to my body and it's telling me, stop. Wake up. Time to wake up. So, and also things like maybe people who are more eating luxurious items like caviar. From what I know, caviar from out of like sturgeon fish or all the other more expensive fishes, the eggs that come out from caviar, it has to be bottled up, otherwise it will turn bad very easily. So I guess certain food items like that has no choice, has to be processed inside, you know, cans or bottle to reach your supermarket. So, but even then, you know, if you can, always eat fresh, always eat local. So that, by local I don't mean just local food, I mean local fresh ingredients. I don't mean they're processed locally and therefore it's fresh, okay? No, not that kind of meaning. I don't care like you have a can factory just behind your house and it's canned fresh. It's like they still put chemical inside, that's why they can it. That's why they can can it into a bottle or in a tin. Because they need all these chemicals to make it to have higher, longer longevity and shelf life. So get rid, man. Don't do it. That's why sometimes they say the poor actually is getting poorer because they're also making poor their health. Because cheap food like canned food and all this, longer shelf life, is not healthy. That's the reason for it. And I'm not saying that therefore you eat super expensive food. If you cook at home and manage the portion, it's not got to be really that expensive, seriously. Buying fresh vegetable is actually cheaper. So, yeah. You know, but I mean, to a certain extent, I'm pretty sure some things, yes, is a bit more expensive as well. But again, it depends what you cook. So be mindful. Like for example, I don't eat avocado for the healthy fats. But avocado is expensive in Singapore. One avocado is about $2 and above. So it's like every day just eating a fruit of $2. And yet, at $2 you could eat a whole meal somewhere, or at least 3/4 or half a meal. In the, you know, like, keep out the tempo of this music. You know, in the food centers. So, yeah, you just got to weigh your pros and cons. I'd rather pay a bit more and eat less because I don't need so much portion, because I'm not doing a job or anything that needs high calories, more sedentary, my work or my lifestyle now. So therefore, sorry, and therefore, I do not need to eat so much. So I'd rather eat less portion but higher quality. So maybe the price may still come out to be about the same or cheaper overall per day than back then. Eating outside 3 meals a day, and if we add it out, like in Sing dollars, easily you can spend $15 to $20 a day for 3 meals, proper lah, okay? Proper and maybe with a bit more of extra snack or whatever. But ever since I started this, like I could buy $60. Okay, you include time, the electricity, the water to make it, to cook it with. It will not come up to about 80 maybe, $80 a week, 80 to maybe 100. Whereas let's say okay, on average $15 to $20, let's say 20, eating outside a day with drinks and all this, okay? So 20 times 7, 140. You know, so it costs about $40, $50 more than if you were to cook and eat. Of course, you save time, yes. You may feel tired because you're working, so you don't want to cook or prepare at home. So is that 30 to 50% more in cost and to save time worth it for your body down the road? You might be accumulating all those problems, and then like I said before many times, I heard this phrase from others: you save money now, you'll pay back in health later on in life. And that's worse. Because you'll probably be paying much more. You know? You'll be paying back much more. And medical is not cheap in Singapore, unfortunately. Maybe you come from a country that medical is free or cheap. Or maybe because your taxes are high in the country, like in France. Medical, I think, is totally free, if I'm not wrong. But their taxes are super high. I think it's over 40% or something like that. So it's crazy. I know some countries even 50%. But they get universal care or something like that. Some kind of medical care that's free. But that means it's like power of the people paying tax to help the medical bill of those who in need. So yeah, you can see it from that way, pros and cons. But if our tax is not that high, you keep to save more and therefore use the money to spend on other things that will enhance your life, be it travel, be it experiencing things, learning something, new skills, whatever, you know, upgrading yourself. I think that's more joyful. I mean, that's just my take on things. Maybe if one day I do migrate, or maybe I do get a chance to live in a country where the taxes are high, then I can tell you for sure how's the feeling compared to, let's say, what's now in Singapore, where our tax is about 20, plus minus, okay, about 20, I think it's about 21, depends, you know, employee and employer, the taxes. But then, and also the goods and service taxes, you know, 7%. So relatively, a lot of people are telling me, if you live in another country, the taxes are much higher actually. So you got to consider that. Like, those 2 times I went to US, in New Jersey versus New York, oh my god, the taxes are so different. And And then you have to keep calculating the 20% or is it 18% or 21% after every meal or after a service in US. So it's like, oh my god. It felt like so much work and so much money also spent. So I know of a lot of people also rather cook at home in the West. Partly, maybe the access, they're living in more suburb areas, it's cheaper, and the access to supermarket or something is a bit tougher. But then again, they still have to drive maybe weekly or something to get to the grocery or the farmer's market, right? And they have fresh food, that's for sure. Because you're like a few kilometers within like 10 kilometers, I guess 5-10 kilometers away from farms and stuff like that. I mean, that's if you live in those states, I guess. Singapore, tough, just tough. Everything's like majority, maybe easily 80-90%, I think. It's all imported stuff. Okay, let's go. Okay, I forgot what time it starts. Shit. Was it 7:30? Oh dear, I was talking so much I forgot about the time. Okay, today is one of those. Okay, it's not one of those days. Today is the only day I forgot what time it started. I assume it's around 7:20 because I think that was last I checked the time, and then I was looking at something on Facebook. Yeah, sometimes Facebook really suck out your time. So that's one of those things that I need to adjust and prioritize in my life. I think I'm gonna say Facebook on a bit too much, watching the videos or looking at comments and stuff like that. Anyway, so let's say I start 7:20, so I should end 8:10. Okay, we should exercise time. I mean, if you exercise more, never mind, but yeah, I assume that should be but 8:10, okay? Let's end this by 8:10. Let's go! Actually, it's a fast tempo. I'm slacking here. Oh shit, what's happening to me? I'm falling apart. Now the time, now the tempo that I should be cycling to. I also wanted to start cycling early because unlike the usual 10-11 PM that late, I could have more energy to exercise. So like fast tempo songs like this, I don't feel lethargic. If it's at 10 or 11 fast songs like this, I'll feel like, oh my god, really my body just feels tired. Maybe because it's near sleeping time or it's already, most of the day has passed. So my energy used up. I don't know, maybe it's in my mind. I need to break through that thinking, maybe. But so far, 2.5 months in, coming to 3 months, I've increased my intensity, increased the resistance, increased the timing. So that's good, I made progress in that sense. So after day 90, 91 onwards, I will increase the resistance to 7 out of 8. Now it's 6 out of 8. And maybe I'll increase up to 1 hour of FUN-xercise. So instead of the current 50, like I said, when I first began, it's only 15 minutes. And then slowly build up more and more of my fitness so that I could cycle longer and longer and longer. Let's go. It's fun actually, seriously, I'll perspire a lot. Yeah, like now, the sweat's all over my body. Back, usually, front, my sides, all along my ears, all perspiration. But, you know, my body just wants to keep going. It just feels right to do so. So don't give up. Don't give up, guys. Let's do it. Ganpade! This song by Street. Yeah, Street. S-T-R-E-E-T. 街边 like 街, you know, like street. Outside street. The song by Street, quite a few super high tempo like this. Oh my god, it's really a workout. The song is called Meteor Showers. Yeah, looking forward to next year. Although I say look forward, but I can't be there physically, unfortunately. They don't have plans to buy ticket. Tokyo Olympics over Hiroshima, which is in the other side of Japan. They're going to release meteor showers. I mean, comets, I guess, if we can say, man-made ones from satellites in outer space. So that's like, oh my god. So gonna be super beautiful and maybe romantic. Can you imagine? At least, I guess countries near there, maybe Taiwan or some part of China could probably see it. Who knows? Woo. Fast song by Reol, R-E-O-L. It's a kanji characters, I guess. I don't know what it means. It's one of those very, rock, pop, kind of like music with high tempo. That's why I chose it for this playlist, like cardio exercise playlist. Let's go, let's go! Ganbare, ganbare! Otsukare sama! The cycle to a tempo, left, right, left, right. Swing to it. Woo. Oh, okay, I can sweat. This one usually tire me out very fast. This like breaststroke kind of thing. Both my hands are working, stretching at the same time against the resistance band. Oh. Okay. I don't almost breathe. My muscles like totally burnt out. I can feel the lactic acid build up so fast. I'm still not there yet. Come on. Yeah. So far about 18 to 19 kilometers per hour. Tempo slightly kind of slowed down a bit there. Let's go. Strong song. Ganbare. I think there's a sorry inside. It reminds me of that song. Is it a Korean song? What's the group name called? That sang sorry. Any K-pop fans? You will know. I forgot the group name. Oh dear. It's not BTS, right? I don't think it's BTS. Oh. Fast tempo. Oh. Let's go. So, Japanese drums or Japanese melodies inside there. Pretty cool. This song. I like it when they always change melody and tempo. So there's like progression in a song. So it makes it more fun. So yes, it's very important. If you exercise to music, it just gives you more motivation to do so. And you don't have to hear your heartbeat or hear other people talking maybe. Or you're just inspiring and hearing how sucky like the day is or something like that. So important, just let music drive through your exercise and then you'll become FUN-xercise. Maybe music can give you, a feeling of like you're in a different space, like you're traveling down the road, you're swimming through an ocean, maybe floating in space, maybe. Let your imagination go free as you listen to music, as you exercise. That's the whole part of fun. That's the fun part. Ooh, so this song is called Fashion Monster. Because you can hear her say, Fashion Monster, Carrie, Pamu, a very old song, maybe a decade old already. So it's matured quite a bit since her early Harajuku girl blogger persona. Let's go. horrible singing. Sorry. I'm practicing my breathing and try to enlarge my lungs for this singing or talking kind of exercise routine, I guess. Fashion monster. I can't sing the high key, too high. Let's go, let's go. Monster. Fashion monster. She's like I mean, her inspiration is Lady Gaga, she said before. So she's like our Asian Gaga, I guess. Because her outfit, her songs even has the word monster. It's like very outlandish, very, again, it's very Harajuku style. It's like pop, bubblegum pop colors, daring, very daring pairing of cute with scary, kawaii and kawaii. I think there's a name for it, I forgot what is it called. There's a mix, a fusion, and there's a Japanese type term for that. Let's go, baby! Come on. Don't give up. Keep moving. Goal in mind. Enjoy the journey. Almost 8 o'clock. Roughly 13 minutes left. 13 minutes. Woo. How's your day, everyone? Have you guys enjoyed your weekend? Drinking maybe? Partying? Eating? Pigging out? Or just resting, sleeping at home? Playing games? Mobile games? Console games? Steam maybe? I used to play some Steam game around late last year, I guess. I finished this game called, oh shit, I forgot the name. It's about psychological psychosis. It's about psychosis. I forgot what it's called now. It's a very unique game. The more you play, the more you feel like you're going mad. Because the game has a lot of voices, it's meant to have that. So the voices is like sometimes telling you stuff that you do. Sometimes it's to confuse you. And so the whole game is really psychologically deep. The game makers actually went to interview real medical professionals in psychology, and they co-developed this game. And I can imagine the VR version, there's a VR version of it, would be so scary. Because you'd be like immersed inside a crazy person's mind. And the character is a female warrior. So it's a journey of her, I think, coming to acceptance with her, I think her father's death or something. And the death of her boyfriend or lover. And so she went through many places, and the whole game is a puzzle / adventure. Puzzle adventure game. Third person, it's not a first person game. So you can see from her back, and then you jump and you slash, and it's like real time killing the monsters and all this. So again, it's metaphoric, because I think a lot of the monsters that she encountered in the game is like mental. Of course, manifests as physical, so-called monsters that she's slashing, and you have to use strategy to avoid or to activate certain things. So I thought it's a very interesting game, seriously. Let me try to remember the game's name, but it's a psychological game about the state of psychosis. That's the word, psychosis. It's almost like, I can't say it's schizophrenia or split personality or what, but like psychosis is people will see things, hallucinate, I guess, maybe. Not like she's on drugs, but it's a mental problem. So that game is about dealing with that mental problem. So I thought, wow, a very, very deep and meaningful game. But I can tell you, play it alone and at night, it can sometimes freak you out, seriously. Because of the voices around in the game, you really may feel like, shit, someone's really talking. Especially if you use a earbud or headphones or something and play it so all the sound goes directly into your brain and you can really feel it's like beside you. So they've done a very freaking good job. I think they won some game awards, I'm pretty sure they did, a few years ago. I hope they should come out part 2, seriously. Yeah, I can't believe it. Maybe I should go and check it out. Is there a part 2? Maybe other related like kind of game. It's very interesting because it's a puzzle game. I love puzzle. And I love action as well. So it has adventures, it's an action adventure puzzle game. Oh, best of all genres I like. So back then when I was younger, I love to play like Zelda, Final Fantasy. I know those are more like RPG games. So yeah. And it's beautiful. Oh yeah, this game, the important thing is it's quite, okay, I'm not saying it's super, but it's quite realistic. So the way they render the characters and or there are real video, what should I say? There are real captured human actors inside that game as well. That's in the like flashback. But for, oh, I remember now. Because I remember the boyfriend called her name, Senua. Yes. So this game is called Senua, I remember now. Is it S-E-N-U-A? S-U-E, I'm not sure there's an I there. S-U-E-S-E N-U-A, sorry, S-E-N-U-A, I think, Senua. Check it out, man, Senua. Scary game, damn fun, I think. And the puzzle, there were times that I spent a whole day like, damn, I couldn't solve it. I almost had to give up. Okay, there is one moment I did cheat a bit because I did try all I can. I couldn't enter through the door. So when I researched, right, it seems like it's a glitch. So it's not my problem. So in that case, it's not cheating. They say that like you have to take a step back and really move to that exact spot before you can actually enter the door. So it's not like it's part of the puzzle, seriously. So I was like, shit, okay, that's a glitch. They didn't put the detection point or something in that game properly enough, I guess. So yeah, that's the only time that I had to go and refer online to find. Like, I'm really stuck. I did all I can, and I know it's just a simple going through the door scenario because throughout the whole game it's a similar thing. Like you complete the task, you go through the door. So complete the task, I couldn't go through the door. The door is just blocking me. So I had to go and search online, say what's going on. So then someone says, yeah, it's a glitch. You got to move to a specific spot before you can move in. And the specific spot is not part of the clue, it's not part of the answer to complete the puzzle in Senua. So, yeah. Alright, 7 minutes left, guys. Let's do it. Okay, these few songs all carry Premium. Is Spotify going to randomize yet? Because I put randomize. Oh, okay, there you go. Hyper Potion! One of my favorite artists as well. I need to go and find out where does Hyper Potion come from as this musician. Like Tenkitsune, I know he's from Vietnam. Darren Ashley from Malaysia. Hyper Potion could be Japan. Because a lot of their song has this. In fact, the game title is called Game Boy Luke. But it has a lot of Western title. Could be from USA though. Or Europe. So shall I check it out? Hyper Potion, where's it from? And this song is called Running Shoes. I think very apropos, very appropriate in that sense. You know, like exercise running shoes. Maybe it is a song for running. In this case, for cycling. The tempo is mild, not super fast. Yeah, maybe not so great for running. And it's not so hard, you know. The bass is like something like that. It feels more like, yeah, it's a game song. It has an 8-bit feel. You know, 8-bit game. Back then, you know, Game Boy or even earlier ones, there are songs similar to like this. So it's like a driving game down the sunset. And then you have to avoid the obstacle or something. It felt like that kind of song. Or that kind of song called Islander, is it? You remember Islander? If you guys remember, there's this game called Islander. He's this cute character, I guess. Jumping around. It's a platformer game, 2D platformer, I believe. Okay, this song is super short. It's only a minute or two. 2 minutes. Running Shoes. So fast. Okay, I think I have to take this song out of the playlist. Not very strong. Oh yeah, another Hyper Potion song. Okay, yeah. High potential. Strong, cool melody coming out. Looks like a high tempo song. Hyper Potion and Sammy, S-A-M-M-E. And oh yeah, I've heard this song before a few times already. In my playlist rotation, It's called Puppy Raceway. So cute, right? Puppy Raceway. It's like Tenkitsune, his album is all fox. Hyper Potion, I see a lot of his album is all the dog. Inu dog. Shibu Inu, I think. Shibu something. You know the Japanese, it's a Japanese dog. He has his eyebrows like 2 white spots. So is that Shiba or is it Shiba? Shiba Inu, I think. Very, very cute dog. Brown and white. So who knows, maybe Hyper Potion is from Japan. Just saying. Let's go. 4 more minutes. Probably 1 more song left. Let's go, baby. We can do it. Ganbatte. Otsukare sama. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, nice. Okay. Hope you guys are having a relaxing or maybe a productive weekend. Maybe doing housework. Yeah, cleaning the house, washing your clothes. I tend to wash on the weekends, but nowadays, because I have tenants, my tenants are washing on the weekend, and since weekday I'm at home doing my work, I'll just wash it during the weekday instead. And also, like these few days, I've been testing this new device called Arsenal. Not the football club Arsenal, it's the same word, yes. But nothing to do with the football. So this device literally is called Arsenal as well. It's a remote, so we use an app connected Wi-Fi to the camera's own Wi-Fi to do time-lapse, AI assisted photography. So I'm still testing it. Been testing the time-lapse function of it for a while. It seems to just cut off sometimes, so it's not very reliable, it seems. But I'm going to test it further. So this time I'm using a bigger card, 64GB, and do a time lapse of over 40 hours and see at which point you'll get cut. It's going to burn through 2,000 plus images because I'm shooting both RAW and JPEG. So yeah. So the Arsenal, apparently you can set it up, leave it alone. You just connect to the camera via Wi-Fi. It does connect through cable, but apparently my model doesn't support the cable version. The cable is only for the newer models. So it's like, so maybe it's the Wi-Fi not stable, and therefore it got disconnect, and therefore it didn't capture, and stopped halfway. I don't know, too many questions. No, not too many questions, but it just doesn't make sense though. I have to report like, hey, something wrong. You need to come up with a new firmware, fix this problem. And inside their guide, it's literally inside their help, like guidebooks or something. How to set up with this particular camera of mine. It's not like some unsupported camera. It is one of the supported ones. So I don't know. I'm a bit mixed as to like, should I continue using it or something? It's not cheap. It's over a few $100-ish. So crossing my fingers that it'll get stable, or new firmware updates will make it like work flawlessly. Because there's still one more mode that's not activated. They say future firmware will have it. They call it the Holy Grail, but in short, it's the bulb ramping, or some call it bramping. So it's like if you take time-lapse photography and you shoot with changing light condition. So for example, for sunset or sunrise. So if you take from daytime, you can take at a certain relatively fixed like ISO and aperture and shutter speed. And then when it turns dark, you will have to adjust. So this adjustment to take time lapse from day to night or night to day, because the light condition changes drastically, it's called bulb ramping, or in short, bramping. So for this device called Arsenal, they call it Holy Grail. It's like seriously a bit too marketing fluff, I feel, to say they call it as a Holy Grail. Okay, I mean, I get it why they want to call it Holy Grail, because a lot of devices in the past can't do this. There are some devices I remember I've used before, but they do it by calculation, like estimation, to calculate when they'll shoot, do the bulb ramping. So it's a bit of a guesswork. But this device apparently uses the camera own sensor to sense it and change accordingly over time. But at the same time, they have to adjust for light flicker, inconsistency, and then smooth it out. So it's not that straightforward. So I guess they do take time, and therefore they say new firmware update can allow the holy grail time lapse. It better be holy grail. Otherwise, I'll be like, holy crap. It'll be a holy crap moment instead of holy grail. Sorry for the pun or the stupid lame words there, but yeah, it might be like, holy crap, it doesn't work. Shit. It's a holy crap, it works. You know? Yeah, it better be some holy grail, man. Otherwise it'll be holy grief or something. I'll be griefing. Could spend so much money on a device that doesn't work and it's not reliable. And then imagine if I one day do use it outdoor, maybe in a very important shoot or something, maybe, who knows. Spend money just to travel there and then set this up. Go away, come back and say, it didn't get connected or didn't get captured properly. We'll be like trashing this device, man. So, again, it's one of those crowdfunding thing. Just to share a bit, I've done crowdfunding for many years. As a contributor, I've not crowdfunded something, maybe who knows in the future, for my business, who knows. But about every 100 project, or in percentage, about 20% of them, 20-30% of them fail, seriously. And my money just fly away. Or they do get refund or partial refund that I have received before. So about 20% of the times. So every 10 projects, roughly 2 of them. You don't know which 2, but there are some that have higher chances that they will not, because they're established and they have proven facts. So I usually will support those, like Peak Design, they are proven, but they're not cheap, okay? And Hyper also, Hyper Drive. Okay, that's it. Aha! I'm not saying aha as in this song. Take On Me is by Aha, AHA, 80s band, I think. Or is it 70s? Anyway, so much for it. That's it. 8:12. Okay, I should be done with. Okay, I'm looking through the 8. Sorry, it's here. Oh shit, because it's mirrored. So okay, anyway, that's it. See you guys. Take care. Thank you for viewing if you are. Thanks for the likes, the love, the comments, and encouragement. Hope I in turn encourage you guys too. Stay healthy, eat healthy, rest, stress free. Okay, keep fit, please. Okay, do it for your own body. Only you can change. Alright, no one can force you to do it. Trust me. So take care. Good night. Oyasumi nasai. Selamat malam. Annyeonghaseyo. Ciao ciao.